So, all right, so I'll be showing us tonight something very basic on how we can go on with our designs. I'll be showing us a minute, please. Okay, I'll be installing basic applications. I'll be installing basic plugins that I use personally whenever I want to design websites, all right? And then we just use a simple or a sample theme, all right, to carry on with what we'll be learning for tonight. All right, so to start with, all right, I'll go to plugin section, add new, okay? So let me show us this. I want to create new post, okay? See how the interface looks like, all right? But there's the older version of plugin, right? There's a way the interface of the older version of plugin looks like, of WordPress looks like, that makes it easy, right? Because we want to use it to design a website. It's not just blog focused, it's a website itself. So I prefer the older version. So to get that, I installed this plugin. How did I get here? Let me go back. You go to plugins and go to hit on add plugin, and then you either search for classic editor, but you can see that it's the first one that we have here. Now, these are some of the things you look for whenever you want to install plugins. See how many active installations. We have over 5 million active installations so that are using this plugin, and then see 1,000, over 1,000 5-star ratings. So it means that it's a good one, okay? So I install and I activate it, all right? So presently I have one plugin activated. Now let me refresh this add new post. This is how it looks like. So it makes it simpler for me. Put my title here, put the content of my blog post here, and then I go on and on. Then it also applies to creating a page also. It makes the interface simpler, all right? Unlike how it was before, all right? The other plugin I had is, I use this front-end editor, okay? I want to be nice, we can write down the names of these plugins as I am installing them, all right? So the first one I added was Classic Editor. The second one will be Elementor. Can you see the spelling? Elementor Website Builder, all right? But this is just the name you need, Elementor, all right? So look at it also. We have over 5 million installations, and then almost 4-point-something rating of over 6,000 individuals, all right? And it was updated 8 hours ago. So there's constant updates to this plugin. Okay, so install, and then then I activate. Okay, yeah. You want to skip this? All right. So I'll go back to plugins. So presently I have 2. There's a pro version of the Elementor plugin, all right? But for now, we use the free version, all right? Another plugin that I like to install is now, for example, search for, can someone tell us any business that we can search for? Just type in the chat box section, a business that we can search for online. A business you know, or a website you know. Let me search for Jumia, for example. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So for us to see, this is a sponsored ad. This particular post you are seeing here was paid for. All right. So if you click on this one, Jumia will be charged. Okay. But you see this other one that is here. Now take note. both of them are same content, but this other one is free. This other one, we are seeing it because of the search engine optimization of the site, all right? The site will be optimized enough so that search engine is able to see it, all right? So someone just sent us custodian life insurance, all right? So when you click on it, you're able to locate their website because of search engine optimization. And then, for example, let me search for insurance companies in Nigeria. Okay, so Leadway paid for this. Okay, but I'm seeing this particular link first because these posts have been well optimized. Okay, this is more like a magazine, and this post has been well optimized. It was posted since 2023. All right. So, and then I'm sure that the first thing we see are just blog posts relating to insurance companies. Okay. The first insurance company we'll see is this. Okay. We are seeing NICOM. This is not even an insurance, ICO Insurance. All right. So, the most optimized insurance company in Nigeria for this search is ICO Insurance. All right. So, they have done well to their website. Then we have Alliance, and then third, we have Leadway Assurance. Okay. So, that is what we mean by search engine optimization. So you want to use it to optimize your search for some certain keywords, all right? So I have about 3 that I use, but the most common one I use is use, did I get the spelling? Yeah, so used SEO, all right? So you install it and then you activate. All right. Then we do some configurations quickly that will help use SEO to locate, to understand what my site stands for. Okay. Okay, and then go to continue, site presentation, representation is an organization. These are website names. So you want to upload your logo for this particular company, save and continue, but I have to upload something here, all right? So what you just need to do is just follow all that they have here one after the other, all right? And then you are good to go as per the general setting. Then the other one will now be optimization of each of the pages that we create and each of the blog posts that we come up with, all right? So I'll come back to this. Okay, then again, I want to upload, I want to uh, get, what's it called? All in one security. All in one security. This is the other SEO plugin I use. Apart from that used SEO, you can also use this all in one SEO. Right. Yep. So all in one security. Now, for those of us that already have subdomain details that our WordPress have been installed, I told us that for example, my own subdomain is Tolu at digital school, digitalschool.ng, right? Okay, so my login will then be -admin, right? Oh, okay. I've not installed anything yet. Let me just use one that we have here, for example. Okay, so the default login page that we see will be this. I mean, the default login URL will be wp-admin, all right? But to make your security stronger, because what we are trying to do with our WordPress site when we talk about security is that you don't want people to easily guess your username or guess your password so that they don't access the back end of your site and then take over your site from you, right? They will delete you as the user or as the admin, then add themselves as the admin, and then they are good to go. All right. So they've taken over the site from you. So another way to enhance the security of your system, of your website, is to change this login URL. All right, is to change the login URL. So all those are things that we can do with the help of this particular security plugin. Okay, so let me go through them. All right. For example, htaccess wp config. Okay, so this is it here. So instead of using digitalschool.ng/admin, you can change it to something else. Okay, so let's say, for example, I change it to /Tolu, for example, and I save it. Check this if you want to enable the rename of, yeah, I want to enable it, and then I save. As soon as I save it, all right, so let me open an incognito tab. I'm sure you can't see the screen, but let me show you. Yeah, so I have it here. I hope you can see my new screen, the incognito tab that I opened. All right, so I have digital school.ng/wp admin. By the time I try, so you can see what it's telling me now. It's telling me it's not available. Okay, why? Because I used that security plugin to change it. All right. So when people try to check for my website to know if I'm actually using, so publicly, people can know if it is a WordPress site, all right, but they are unable to log into the back end of your site by you changing it with the use of this plugin, all right? But by the time I use /Tolu, which I will not tell people, then my login page appears, all right? There's a particular site that you can use to know the type of WordPress that I actually used to know that is a WordPress site. All right. So any random website. Any random website, just put any random website there. For example, this particular one that we are working on. Okay. So as long as it's able to show you that, okay, this guy is using a particular theme, right? So you can see, so it just told us that this is a WordPress site. So once it had told me I'm an hacker, for example, and it had told me that this is a WordPress site, and I want to try to hack into that site, the first thing I would try is that I want to try that URL/WP admin, all right? So there are different layers of security that you can effect on your site with the use of this particular, what's it called? This particular plugin, all right? This particular security plugin. So please, let's take note of that plugin, all right? So what you need to do is to go through all the settings, all the menu here, under all the sub-menu under this security plugin one after the other, and then you go through all the tabs one after the other. All right. Yep. So now I wanted to show us this. So for appearance, I'll come here and then I'll choose, I want to add a new theme, okay? For now, I'll use this theme, Hello Elementor, right? And then, remember I told us before, any theme you are not using, don't leave it on your site, okay? And any plugin you are not using, don't leave it on your site, all right? So I'll activate this, okay? And then the remaining things, I will go ahead to delete them, okay? Yep. So I've just deleted the remaining things that I have on the site. All right. And then the next thing I want to do, I'll go back to the, then I'll delete these pages. Now, let's say, for example, I want to create a website, of, can someone give us an idea or just a sample site that we can just do a little framework today, not code design, but just a framework. I want someone just give us a suggestion, type of site you want us to do a framework today. Just give us a sample, like school. Okay, all right, school. So let's say digital school for Empower 1K is a school. All right. So a physical school somewhere. So what we'll do is we want to create like homepage about the school, then some other contacts, and then teachers and the likes. And then, yes, thank you. If you are yet to create an account, a chat GPT account, I want to, can we all see this URL? Openai.com. So if you are in the digital space, I want to encourage all of us to create an account with ChatGPT, right? I'm not logged in here. All right. So give me a minute, please. I want to log in and then I'll continue sharing with us afterwards. Okay, so, and I'm going to use this for different websites that I'll be designing, all right? So I'm telling ChatGPT, I want to design a school website, right? The name of the school is um, Smart International School, right? I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Okay. So already it's telling me the things that I can include. All right. So yeah, I need the menu here to create the menu. So as you can see now, ChatGPT is helping me with to create my menu. All right. So I'll have home page on the menu. I'll have about page, about us. And these are the things that will be under it. All right. Academics, I will have it. All right. With all these details. Admissions page, I will have all these details there. Events page, I will have all these details there. Then extracurricular page, I'll have all these details. So let's just work with about 5 of them. So work with home, about, academics, news and announcements. So under this news and announcement is where we are going to make use of our blog posts. Do you get that? We'll make use of our blog post. So instead of the title being blog, the title will now be news and announcements. I hope you get that. Then contact us page. Then we'll have a page for resources where visitors can download probably the school brochure, can download the newsletters, design newsletter, and then policies and handbooks of the school. All right. So let me create some pages now so that we all see, and then we see how it looks like at the front end of the site. Yep. So add new page to be home. Okay. Then I publish it. Um, okay. Then I had another page about us, and then I publish it. Then I had another page um, um, academics, right? Academics. Then I publish it. I had another page, um, admissions, admissions. I publish it, right? Had another page, news and announcements. News. Should I just use news? Right. I publish it. Then I'll add another page now. Contact us. Contact us. And I publish it. All right. So if I go to all pages, okay, so I hope you can now see all the pages that I've just created. All right. Now, let me go to the front end of the site. Remember I told you that you can navigate both the front end and the back end of the site from this particular side here, okay? So you can see that what we still have at the front end of the site is this, okay? So how do I change it to show the home page that I have just created? How do I change it? I will show us that later, but for now, can we just design something simple for the home page of the site? Just something very simple, something very simple. Let me go to templates. Okay, for now, can I go back to the plugins? Let me go back to the plugins page. Let me go to plugins, add new. There's this site, Vanto, no, and Vato, right? Yep. So you have this, you install, and then you activate, right? And then you go ahead to look for your Vanto here. So under elements, you see template kits, okay? And then search for free kits, okay? And then search for school. Let's hope we see a school here. All right, okay. So you can see one here, Green Valley International School, okay? Then this is what we have here, showing us that there's home, oh, before that, we need to install the required plugins. Setting the four color theme, Elementor Pro. Okay, so it's asking us to install Elementor Pro. All right, that's the premium version of that Elementor plugin that we had initially. So let me just go ahead to do all those. So I'm installing the Elementor Pro plugin now. So the Elementor Pro plugin is the paid version of the free one that I installed initially. All right. And I have it paid for already. That's why I was able to install it directly. Okay. So let me refresh this. It's saying that, so I have two more settings to now successful. So I've just installed this about install, import this also, import. And that is it. So I wait for her to finish importing. Waiting for her to finish importing. I'm waiting for this. Right, right, okay, good. Then I'll go back to this place where I have the different pages, right? Then I go to home page. Let me view it first and then see how it looks like. So for now, this is what we have on the home page. I hope you can see this. This is what we have on the home page. And then the directory is whatever our domain is /home, right? Whatever our domain is /home is a particular directory of the home page, okay? So what you are supposed to do is, I want to edit this. And while editing, I want to edit with Elementor, okay? I reduce the size of my screen. That is why I'm not seeing this. Yeah, so I'll increase it back. Okay, so got it now. And then, so what you do is go to settings, come here, default Elementor full width, right? Okay, thank you. And then I come here, view install kit, and then import home. All right, so this is what we have on the home page of the site now. Updates, okay? So when you update, you can preview. We'll still talk about this on, what's it called? On Wednesday, by the time we start the web designs properly, all right? So this is more like a sample site that I saw the template online and then I'm trying to rush up something to come up with. So this is the preview of the home page. Let me come back here and then refresh this. So this is what I have on the home page of the site. But if you go and search for it directly, right? If you go to the URL directly, digitalschool.ng, all right, directly, this is still what you see here, okay? And not the design that we just did. This is still what you see. Why? Because we have not redirected the settings. Remember the other day, I was telling us that you need to go to settings and you go to reading, okay? Change, so your home page displays as what? As your latest post. So you change it to static, all right? Then what should be the home page? You select your home or the page where you are designing the home page on, okay? And then your post page will be what? News, all right? Then you go ahead to save settings. So where is it now? Digitalschool.ng. So presently, by the time I refresh it, this is what shows, okay? So this is what shows on my home page, okay? So what's up about menu? How do I get menu? This is where we create our menu. Remember the other day I told us appearance, you come here underneath, you see menu, all right? So this is where to create the menu of your website, all right? So you can just call it main menu, all right? So it will be on the header, that's at the top of your site, then create menu, all right? So these are the pages of your site: home, about us, academics, admission, contact us, news. Okay, 6 of them. You set it here, and then you adjust it how you want the menu to be arranged. So I want about to come, followed by academics, followed by admission. I want academics to come under about us, all right? And then I can save it now. Now, if I go to the front end of my site and I refresh, I cannot see anything, okay? Until I go back to go and add menu to this top layer here, right? So I create a new container. Then here I search for menu. Or better still, I'll just do it manually. All right, I'll do it manually. So this will be the logo of my site, and here can have so I'll just link it to home for that particular page. All right. So this one I can use about us. All right. Here I can use something else. Admission. It takes me, so now, so I just created that. So this is just something like a sample that we are doing this evening, okay? As I said before, all right. So it links me to the admissions page that I created, and then this links me to the about page that I created, all right? And then if I get back, okay, and I'm able to see that, right? Or better still, let me just remove this. Sorry. Full width, and then full width. Go to customize site identity. This go back, page settings, go back. Let me use one here on site logo. Okay. Okay. Yep. And the good. Yep. Okay. So by the time I come back here, this is what I see. All right. So this is the logo of my site. This is the home page about exactly the way I arranged it the other time in the menu. That is how it shows. All right. Look at this. So I said home first, about, and I want a drop down of academics under the about, admissions page, news page, and contact page. Okay, so let me go there. This is, so you can see now home first, about, as a drop down, there's academics, there's admissions, okay, there's news page. Those are the posts that I have. Remember, we did this post that day, our last class. So when you click on it, it opens it fully. All right. So the interface, we are still going to design that together later. All right. And then, so that's news. And then contact page, there's nothing here yet. But the only place that we still have much content is the home page that I installed this basic template. All right. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So that's just it. Something very simple that I just tried to show us tonight. Okay. How to basic plugins that I use for web designs. The theme, a sample theme here that I just activated and I use for this design. And then a simple website setup, all right? Though this is a template, and all the content of these templates are things that you can just change to your own content. For example, I want to change it to Smart International School, okay? So you come here, you change it to Smart International School, all right? And then you can just, you can move it to the next line, okay, by just some simple HTML code, all right? And then this content here too, you can also change it. You can increase it, right? You can add buttons. So all these basic customizations are what we are going to start looking at from Wednesday, how to make the interface or the design of your website to look beautiful, all right? I'm sure that we'll have seen some sites in the past that when you visit the site, you see some simple animations on the site. For example, let me show us this. By the time the site loads, I want you to notice something. So you can see the animation here as I'm hovering my mouse on this, all right? You can see all those. So those are simple things that we are going to look at how to come up with such animations, okay? I'm trying to, what's the name of this? Okay, so you see all this entry, all these animations, you're hovering your mouse and it's changing colors. You can see the background. And you can see that the pictures are zooming in, all right? So all those simple animations, things like that, we call this parallel scrolling, okay? Did you notice that the picture underneath is just static, but it looks like something is moving on it, okay? So all those things like that. You can see the animations. We're going to look at it. How you see this counter that just showed now. Let me refresh the page. See this counter, right? How to add all those things to your site. Those are little things that makes your site very attractive. Okay, we are going to look at that from how to create sliders this way at the top of your site. Okay, from one slider to another, you know, how to create things like this. We are going to look at that on Wednesday. All right. And then what else? What else? So by that Wednesday, you see all the basic settings of this security plugin that I did not finish. I will finish it on Wednesday because it's going to be a proper website that I am designing. All right, a proper one-pager site. Okay, so I'll design it as if I am designing for a client. All right, and then you are going to follow me along to see how I start, and then how I will try as much as possible to want to finish. If I don't finish on Wednesday, I'll finish it on Friday. That's why I have 2 days. All right. That's why we have 2 days for that one pager site. All right. But for the one pager site is something that I should be able to finish in a day. Just that I want to explain all along as I am designing the site. All right. So that brings us to the end of our introduction to WordPress. Okay. And then by Wednesday, we will start our design properly. Okay. Now, before I go ahead to wrap up for tonight, can someone show us how this site looks like on the phone? Okay, can you check this site on your phone and then let us know how it looks like? It won't look exactly like this. It should change. And remember the other day I was telling us the meaning of responsive website, which means that someone asked if she could design websites on a mobile phone, and I said no. Okay, so can someone, I'm also trying to open it here. After opening it on your phone, please, you can send a screenshot to the chat section. Let us, please send, and then let's see how it looks like. Has anyone checked yet with the phone? This is the link here, digitalschool.ng. Okay, while waiting for us to check, let me show us here how it's going to look like. All right. So now, this is what we see. Reload. At the back end, this is what we see. And this is how we set the responsiveness of the website on different devices. All right. So you see this bar that we have down here. Okay. This bar that we have down here. There's this particular one that shows responsive mode. When you click on it, it shows an additional bar here. So this is for desktop or laptop. This is for tabs. So this is how this website will look like on a tab. And this is how it will look like on a mobile phone. Okay, so we just have screenshots now from Daniel. Thank you very much. Yep, yep, exactly what it looks like. Yeah. So compare your screenshots with what I am showing you here. This is what you will see. This is how it will look like. Okay, so if, for example, I want it to come the other way around on the mobile phone, okay, and I update, okay, then I go ahead to close this, okay. Please refresh your mobile phone, and then you notice that that button will also change. Can you refresh your mobile phone and let us know? It has changed from my end. So the white button is now at the top, while the orange button is now below. Can you confirm that? Can you confirm that? You might not need to send a screenshot again, just confirm if you have seen it. All right, thank you. Thank you. We just saw your screenshot. Okay, so that will be it for tonight. All right, that's what we have. This is exactly 10, this 10:01 already. So by Wednesday, we will continue in our training series by going into our first major web design. And on Wednesday is going to be a one-pager site, all right? So thank you very much. By that Wednesday, it's expected that every one of us have our own web details that we're going to practice with, all right? It's expected that every one of us have our own web details that we are going to practice with. Okay, I mean subdomains that we have created for this purpose. Okay, so can we have the next 3-5 minutes for questions? You want to ask a question quickly before we wrap up for tonight? Any questions? Any questions? Do we have any questions? All right, so in the absence of any questions, before our Wednesday class, please, just as I told us, we are all expected to create a ChatGPT account. It will help us, all right? So just go to Google and search for ChatGPT, okay? It shows you this, then create an account or just hit on get started. Create an account with your email account. So if you don't have before now, create an account of ChatGPT, that's OpenAI, all right, and then is a get go for each and every of us. So thank you very much for tonight. God bless you. See you on Wednesday.